Welcome to Yep Yeah Yes with Marissa and Tamika. On this Thanksgiving Eve, we come to you because we have other families and we will not be seeing each other tomorrow for our show. So hopefully, while you are sitting and relaxing,
and ignoring your family,
sick of the politics, sick of all the talk about, this, that, and the third, we're going to talk about what we're thankful for. And at the end of the day, we are thankful for this, that, and the third. But first, Marissa, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
How's your cough?
It's still there, but I don't know. But we haven't seen each other in a couple weeks. It feels like a couple weeks, maybe a week and a half or so. We didn't do a show last week.
Yeah.
Because of that damn snowstorm. That wasn't really a storm. I really blame the road. What do you call the people that clean up
the sweepers?
Not the sweepers.
The shovelers.
Shovelers and.
Yeah, but you know what? It came down with like such fierce and fury.
I didn't see a truck on the road, Marissa.
No, I didn't either. But it came with such fierce and fury, and then like with the rain the next day, and it was all gone. It was the roads.
Everybody knew it was going to snow. Where the hell was the government? We paying these taxes.
That's exactly what I want to know.
I'm thankful to live on Long Island, but damn. Anyway, so I wanted to keep it in the theme of Thanksgiving and discuss some of the things that we're thankful for and maybe give a little background information on what led us to be thankful for that.
Yes.
So I will let you start.
You know what? I want to talk about like mundane, stupid little things.
Okay.
That's
what you're thankful for.
I think
stupidity.
People take for granted. Stupidity. You know the Starbucks mobile ordering? I'm genuinely thankful for that.
You know what I do there? So I get my table and I sit and open up my laptop, order my drink, and then I wait a couple minutes and then go pick it up.
Get it.
When I see that they put it in the mobile tray, I'm like, okay, I'll go get it. And then you see all these people waiting in line. Nah, bitch. You got mobile order.
Mobile ordering. I'm genuinely thankful for mobile ordering.
You have to have money on the card. I don't always have money on my card.
Yeah, me neither.
I like to pay cash when I'm at the place instead of letting them get my card number.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is. But I'm thankful for that too.
I'm really thankful
for
mobile
What's your favorite Starbucks drink?
Cascara latte.
Used to be caramel macchiato.
I still get them, but I get caramel macchiato with the mobile ordering because they don't always have cascara, so they turn it off. They turn that option off in the mobile ordering.
Oh, they do, really?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So when I'm mobile ordering,
so you can't get it your way. It's not Burger King.
It is not Burger King. But the cascara latte and caramel macchiato.
Okay. I still get hot chocolate, but then I went one day and I was pissed at this bitch because I ordered a hot chocolate, started sipping it, it tastes like coffee. And then I went back, I was like, is there coffee in there? She's like, no, it's hot chocolate. I'm like, I taste coffee. It's like really coffee. And I was like, and it looks different. And then I was like, I don't know. And so then she got her manager, and the manager looked at it and she's like, that's a mocha frappuccino. It's not hot chocolate. I was like, I know I tasted coffee. And the other girl, she's like standing to the side, like I'm about to get fired. I'm just saying though, I wasn't.
Yeah.
But once you have one sip, now that's my drink. Complained and everything.
Well,
I was like, I'm just gonna keep it, but I want my money back. She gave me a free drink coupon or whatever.
Well, what's great, isn't that so funny how life leads you into some place and you're like, well, this is now, thank you very much.
Yeah, so I'm thankful for the chick that messed up my drink.
And now you got to
now I'm like all about the frappuccino. In the summer, forget about it. Mocha frappuccino.
Do you get it iced in the summer? Really?
I've never had it hot at Starbucks. I've had it hot at McDonald's.
Oh.
McDonald's is okay.
It's not
more
that
watery.
Yeah.
But, it's not a coffee place.
No.
Starbucks, that is their niche.
It's not McCafe.
McCafe. Remember McCafe? I'm grateful for
Argentina.
I had never been in a McDonald's where they had,
like, proper cutlery and flatware. and you sat like.
Well, I mean, we
Starbucks.
didn't eat there though, because we were like, you know what, we didn't come all the way to
I didn't
Argentina to go to
come- no.
McDonald's.
But we kept seeing the McCafes, and it was like Starbucks. People were sitting
It was
there
before they came to the
enjoying-
U.S.,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
And remember, and the other thing they had there, was it Argentina? They had the Doritos, a different flavor. They didn't have like
Oh,
Cool Ranch.
Yes, no, they were all crazy.
Yeah.
No, I think that's when we went to Europe.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, it was weird though. Like, you go different places. I'm grateful for going all over the place.
Yeah.
And seeing
Different
different
Doritos.
different Doritos. Trying different chip. You know what I mean? One of the things that when I think about my life, I think about things that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for weeding out people in my life that I'm like friends. That you know, it's funny. I had dinner with my friend Missy last night. Shout out to Missy.
Hola, gato.
And we were talking about like coworkers and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I was telling her, I was like, you know, I've always been of the mindset that like I work with you, we're not friends.
Right.
You know what I mean? But when we stop working together, you know, if we hang out sometime, then we'll be friends.
Then that's
I was
friends.
like, but you can't call everybody your friend.
Yeah.
You know, it's very difficult for some people. You know, you see them every day, and it's like you're not that you're blinded, but if you're a type of person that has a really good, I don't want to say good heart, but just is really accepting of everybody.
Yes.
It's hard not to just automatically, somebody shows you kindness,
Yeah.
and somebody shows you that they need you or they
Yeah.
they value you,
Yeah.
you see them as a friend, but not everybody is your friend.
Correct.
And so I'm grateful for the people that became my friends that were at work.
Yeah.
I'll just name a couple of them since I'm going to give a shout out. Do you mind if I give a shout out?
Go ahead.
All right, we're going to start Sam Goody. Shout out to Missy.
Hola, gato.
Shout out to even though I don't see them that much, we maintain friendship on social media. So Frank, Katie,
Phil
and
Man.
Nick, yeah,
Saint Nick, Phil Man, Saint Nick, and Katie.
We maintain a friendship with them. And then I have my couple of BMG friends, Shanika, Jamil, Melanie. I stay on social
Cynthia.
media with Fran. And then like the best friend I ever made was this Porto chick. I can't remember her name.
I don't know. Something
Marissa
weird.
with 2 S's. That's right.
Oh my God! You put my spirit just now 2 S's. Get out of here.
But yeah, it's like, you know, we've worked with a lot of people over the
Yeah.
years. And sometimes you take for granted the people in your life. You think about, you know, I wish I had this, I wish I had that.
Mhm.
But, you know, I just want to take a moment to say thank you to the friends that I do have, because
Yeah.
I've been friends with them for years. And who knew that I would be friends in whatever capacity
Yeah.
that means. You don't always see every friend every day. You don't always hang out with every friend every day.
Yeah.
But whenever I see all of my friends, make the best of it, and I appreciate them all. I'm gonna take one of these wet wipes because I got honey on my elbow. Don't ask how.
You know, we met at that was my first job. St. Goody was my first job. I was there forever.
You grateful for Goody?
I'm grateful for Goody. Goody got it.
Tell me about Sam Goody.
Oh my
Your
gosh.
times there.
Sam
What
Goody.
makes you feel grateful, good or bad? Everything contributes to goodness. but-
Yeah. So the thing about Sam Goody is that discovery of different genres of music. Because, you know, sometimes when you're in a town, I'm going to say Long Island is a very big, small town. And it's hard to expand past, you know, like certain types of music with the people that you hang out with. Because you all end up, you know, everybody's so different and they're independent or whatever. But you all dress alike, you all listen to the same things, you all shop at the same places. So you're clones of each other.
Patty Duke.
Yeah, you're clones of each other. So I just think about the discovery of so much artistry and the appreciation of the compilation. You know what I mean? Like the artwork, the thoughtfulness of a lyric, the notes, the structure, the instrument, all of that. And I appreciate, I don't know, there's something about a music store that brings creatures together. And I say that with the utmost respect and love, because you have such odd birds that work there.
All walks of life.
All walks of life, and I just really appreciate that. I appreciate that level of diversity.
But talk about, personally speaking, your experiences that help maybe not
Shape who I am.
you, or just help you to realize the things that you're grateful for today.
You know what? I'm gonna say I'm appreciative for all the bad managers that I had there.
You want to name them? No.
I would, but we don't have that kind of time. I'm appreciative to all the bad managers because as inappropriate and horrific as they were, they really taught me certain things about myself, my inner self, like my inner thoughts. You know, because you know how there's sometimes like people say things that are so off color and you think to yourself, oh, that's the stuff that you talk about at home. And it's like, no, those are the things that don't even pop in my head. And I don't want them there. I don't want to be that type of person. But I do appreciate, I will say, growing up, because you know when you and I met, I had just moved out on my own and I was learning how to be an adult, and that's a really hard thing to do. And I'll appreciate the sage and not sage advice that I got from people that were there. You know, where it was like, you know, it's just silly little things where it's like, you know, where to buy toothpaste or just dumb stuff, you know, but it was all worth it in the end. And I'm gonna say the compromising situations too, because you know we worked with people that we thought that there was a kinship, there was the camaraderie,
right?
But then you find out they're stealing, and you feel like that really hurt. And from that pain, you realize that, you know, as much camaraderie as you might have with someone, like you just said before, that doesn't amount to a friendship and a loyalty and a kinship. So you learn to appreciate the relationships that you do cultivate. I
just have to say though, like I'm not gonna hold somebody stealing from the store. I mean, it feel like I didn't find out till later that everybody did it. I feel like I was like, where was I? Like, what the hell? People were throwing CDs in a dump truck behind the house. You know, it was crazy. Replays and void and stuff. But I didn't take that as I really didn't judge their character based on that, only because everybody was doing it.
But I didn't know that at the time.
So me and you weren't.
And the people that I was working with, like, we're here together and we're closing, and you're really doing this to me.
But I don't look at it. I don't think it. I had to take time to look at it as them, not a slight for me.
Yeah.
But them looking at it like, you're too good for this.
And that's where the growth came from. That's where, like, instead of like you're doing this to me, to it's, you're right. I'm beyond this.
Right. And I just had, you know, everything is not about me. You know, it had nothing to do with me.
That's so hard to learn.
I know, but as life goes on, you start to get to know people outside of work on a real spiritual kinship level. Spend time with people, have conversations, learn about their family and their personal life. You start to realize, okay, this is just one aspect of the person that I saw that work. And that's why I say you're not really friends with people that you work with. Yeah. It's when you leave that you really form those relationships and those bonds. So people, if you look back at anybody that's listening, think about the people that you've worked with and how many of those people are really your friends. Yeah. How many people do you look on social media and they hanging out and they don't ever call you? It's like, okay, was we really friends? Mofos. Oh, shout out to my friend Aaron too, because I didn't mention him.
Oh yeah, Aaron, we met him at FYE.
Right, but I didn't work with him.
I did, yeah.
But I met him through working. He definitely became a good friend of mine.
You know what else you made me realize?
I'm going to be naming all these people that I keep forgetting. Should have never opened up Pandora's box.
Oh, dang it. I lost my train of thought.
You know what you was thinking? I'm sorry.
What was you talking about?
Aaron.
Before that. Camaraderie, people outside of work.
It's just, are there any other jobs other than Sam Goody where you find that you're friends with them now?
Yes. No. Ew.
No? Okay, no. What do you remember?
No, because Sam Goody, I worked there from 16 to 21. Okay. Right? And then, no. What the hell? I worked there from 16 to 21. What happened?
You worked there. What were you trying to say?
What are you trying to say?
I don't know. But this is a lull in the program.
No, so you know when you left that sort of like environment, the music environment, and you went to somewhere else, and it was really hard to adjust?
Very. You know, you started to realize this is the thing that I realized with that, once I left the record store, even if you remember, I got another job, and I was like, well, I just want to hang. I just because I knew that these people were my friends.
Yeah.
It's like even though I wasn't working with you guys anymore.
Yeah.
I wanted to be around you. I've never had a job like that ever.
Yeah.
Where,
I remember.
You sure?
I'm positive.
What is it?
No, you never had a job. No, I'm not.
No, I'm just saying I never had a job.
Yeah.
Where I wanted to be around those people after I left the job.
And you and I would have these like such deep conversations in that store, and then discovering music or like, oh, this reminds me of the time, and just that.
Love it.
But anyway, so Sam Goody, I worked there from 16 to 21. Prime time for little Marissa with one S over here. I would get hit on all the time, so my self-esteem was at its peak.
You miss that? You thankful for that time?
Hell yeah, getting numbers every day. Nobody does that anymore.
No.
No guy writes down their number and tries to slip it to you anymore. Nobody hits on
no,
you.
now they just like, and now you can't even give them a fake number because they like put it in the phone and they call you right then and there.
God. No, but nobody hits on me.
Well, you're married, Marissa.
No, I know that. No, I know that.
But no, I'm just saying there's an aura that married people carry.
Oh, really?
Women more than men. Men,
Yeah, we don't.
But women, it's like, don't come. I'm not, because you know how like
I'm not available in those terms. Yeah.
You know, like you tasked me with the task of
yes. Should we check in?
No, I felt stupid.
So you didn't do it.
I did a couple times, and I was like, oh, this is stupid.
See?
But I do know that when you smile, you're inviting. You smile, but you also are cautious with your smiling these days. Because you don't want to be inviting when you send the wrong signals.
Oh.
You're respectful of yourself and your family life.
Oh, yeah,
you have children, you have a husband, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's very different. When you were working in the store, it's like, hey, how's it going? Let me help you out. I'm one wild and sexy girl.
I'll meet you at the club and go buy me drink for me to get
exactly.
Absolutely.
So it's all in the eyes
With my
and the
minimum
demeanor.
wage
And so
job.
if you're not doing that anymore, then you're not going to get that. Plus, you're not working in retail.
No.
So it is what it is. It's a different environment.
It's so funny because it's like every once in a while, like I'm like, I definitely think somebody's hitting on me. Like, and I highly, highly doubt it. But sometimes where you just want to get hit on so bad that, no, you probably don't have that because you get hit on.
I don't like getting hit on. But I like being acknowledged. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't work like, hey, like, don't get after
you're
me.
right. No, you're right. I want to be acknowledged. I don't want to be hit on.
Right. I don't like to be laid after. I like the most sexiest thing for me where I'm like, oh my God, I want to see this guy with no drawers on. If he holds the door for me and says, hey, how you doing?
How you
good? If the guy says, you good?
Yeah.
I'm good, babe. I'm good.
I'm good, babe.
But it's like, how you doing? If it's like, hey, then I'm like, ew. You're a creep. And then you find that, like, I know I look younger than I am, and it's like, somebody that, or if they're like a crackhead with no teeth, and I'm like, really? What makes you think that I'm gonna?
So you want to hear something hilarious? So I'm walking out of the school the other day, and this dad is walking in front of me. He holds a door, and then he grabs it, and I was like, oh, thank you, chivalry isn't dead. And he goes, oh, I was holding it for her. And his daughter was behind me. And I went, And I did that look at him. Yeah, I went, And he went, but I'm still holding the door for a lady. And I went, all right, I'll take it. And I kept walking.
That's cute, though.
It was cute.
That's cute. So what else is there? Go ahead.
I appreciate. So one of the students I work with, her dad is a stay-at-home dad, and I appreciate the new form of family because I do appreciate when.
What are you thankful?
I'm thankful that she has an example that doesn't fit what other people claim to be a normal family.
Are you really thankful for that, or you just appreciate that?
Oh, I just appreciate it. No, what am I thankful for?
Forget
her.
See, don't you hear her break it down?
Dad stayed home watching novellas.
One of the things that I'm super grateful for is my love for
telling people that you're right.
No, my love for nature and the beach and stuff. Like one of the biggest things I'm thankful for is the time I got to spend on your mom's balcony in Tortola and just writing in my journal or reading and just looking over the water and the boats and stuff and just relaxing.
That
I'm glad that I
decompression.
had that time. I'm thankful for that time. I'm
Yeah.
thankful that I got to know her
Yeah.
before she passed in a time in her life where I felt accepted by her. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so there's things that you have in life. We all have bad memories and good
Yeah.
memories of things, and that I'm so thankful that I have that memory of my life and what I got to experience. You know what I mean? So because I love the water and the beach and the islands and stuff like that, the idea that I was able to sit on the balcony and look out and see, all that is just, it's one of the things I'm super grateful for.
You know what's so funny? So today's my dad's birthday.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Happy birthday, Papa.
Oh.
Papa Salas.
Papa Salas. And I'm grateful for, he died when I was 20. We've spoken about this before. But I'm grateful for his appreciation for the arts. Because he showed me how to really, really love a museum. My mom and dad both really liked museums.
Mm-hmm.
But my dad was, my mom would take me to Europe or wherever. She was more like, let's travel and go see a museum. My dad was more like, let's appreciate what we have here. So he definitely took me to unconventional places for that time, the early 80s, like taking me to genuine kids museums in Manhattan,
right.
Festivals, fairs, very artistic. And he would just be like, he would always want me to pause and like take a moment, pause and reflect. Or
right.
like, how does that make you feel? What do you think about that? And I noticed that with my brother, he wasn't quite the same. He did take him to museums and stuff, but the conversation that we had about appreciation, he had that with me.
Right.
And I appreciate that because now, in turn, I do that as a parent. And I see the craving that my kids have for that sort of like love of culture and
right.
arts and things. So there's this whole like philosophy where it's like, when you're appreciating, because I've always said to you before, like I think America has so many subcultures. And appreciating not just the way we speak to each other, so regional language, like regionalisms, and then and then diving deeper into that. So I definitely do have an appreciation for that. And you know what else I really, really appreciate?
What?
When you go in on me.
Do you?
Yeah, because no.
Sometimes.
I know you can't.
And you're not special. I do it to everybody.
I am special.
Okay.
But no. The reason I appreciate it because I want to be, because I'm very excitable and I'm always like, oh my god, I love it, and you're like, but do you? And I'm like, hold on a second, I want the appropriate response
to everything.
And sometimes like you help me understand exactly what's going on,
Just like just now, you're like the girls. Like,
you're not, like no, I don't give a shit about her.
Appreciate it, but you're not thankful.
No, I'm not thankful, but I do appreciate it.
Right. Yeah,
so true. I'm thankful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're right.
Yeah, I tried. I tried my best to be right. Well, that's my goal, to be right. Right, all right. All right. One of the things that I have to say that I'm super grateful for is me. I'm going to take a book out of Snoop Dogg's page.
I love everything about where this is going.
Snoop Dogg got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and he proceeded to thank himself. So in the book of Snoop Dogg, I'm thankful for me. I am thankful that I overcame Larson syndrome in a way and I walk. I'm thankful that I speak out even when I probably deserve to get punched in the face. I'm thankful that I wake up every morning in spite of being sad sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm thankful that I have gone out of my way to come out of my shell more in the past few years and be open.
Yeah.
I'm thankful that I take the time to check on people.
Yeah.
Not as much as I would like to, but
you're doing it.
Right. I'm thankful for my mother.
Yeah.
And the relationship that we have.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for my dad, in spite of the fact that we went to dinner the other day and a mofo was supposed to pay, and somehow or other, I basically paid for my own meal.
Oh my word.
Thanks, Dad. I'm thankful.
Thanks for reminding me where we stand, Dad.
When we were out, I told him too. I was like, because he said, come over for Thanksgiving or whatever. They're having Thanksgiving at their house. It's funny because last time we spoke about, I said to him, I was like, is there going to be turkey this year?
Oh,
because remember I told you his mother-in-law left the turkey in the Bronx on time. So he busted out laughing. But I'm thankful for my papa. I'm thankful for everybody in my life. My aunt, aunts, my uncles, my cousins, everybody. And I'm thankful that I try to keep a relationship with everybody. I'm thankful for the people that I let go, family and friends, that I decided just were toxic for my life. You know, and
that's hard to do.
I'm thankful for recognizing that toxicity does not work with me, does not work well with me. Sometimes you gotta move on. You know?
Girl, you better let it go.
I'm thankful for you. Thank you. You know, I come out, trek out to your damn house, do this damn podcast. I'm getting nothing out of it other than a conversation I could have with you on the phone.
Oh my God.
But I'm thankful for your friendship.
I'm thankful for you.
I'm thankful for the podcast and thankful for the 11,000 people and counting that downloaded the picture or clip that we posted last week.
You know, I'm thankful for something bringing something to light. So, did you see this thing with Ashley Graham and her husband?
Mm-mm.
So, Ashley Graham is what they call a plus-size model.
Yeah.
She's really pretty. Her husband's black.
Right.
I don't know if he's American or what, but he's black. And she acknowledged publicly how he has taught her that doors have opened for her because she's white and there's a certain privilege. And not only is she acknowledging that, but she's bringing light to certain things. And I appreciate her not only acknowledging, understanding, having the moment to sit and think and hear, not just listen, but hear, and to say that publicly and bring light to it.
What made you bring that up?
Because
it's like came out of nowhere. I'm talking about I'm thankful for my family.
No, because I'm definitely thankful for our friendship, because before you and I began what has been our friendship for so long, I lived in a bubble. I lived in a sheltered bubble.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like I've never experienced that. I've never heard things like that. And you're like, they just said X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, oh, that's what that means?
Right.
You know, so I appreciate not only the having the strength to acknowledge. I'm not saying that she's not a Shiro, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because she's some white girl who's thick and takes pretty pictures. But her acknowledging it and to speak about it.
Yeah, because other people probably go through the same thing, but nobody really talks about it.
But not only that, it gives somebody the strength to understand too that, you know, or just the wherewithal to understand, you know, is this right? Is this not right? Is there something here that I should be acknowledging?
It helps you to understand other people, whether it's gender, race, whatever, religion.
Yeah.
Even with my friendship with you, when I first met you, I remember, you know, we had hung out a few times and, you know, worked together or whatever, and you were like, I was picking you up and you were like, go to the corner. I'm like, damn, this girl must live in a roach-infested, like, why is she making me pick her up at the corner? Like, I could not understand. And so I'm like, and so when you had me do that, I'm in my mind, I'm thinking of preconceived ideas about Puerto Rican people.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because even though my dad was with his Puerto Rican girlfriend at the time,
right.
They lived in the Bronx, and every time we went to the Bronx, we were in, what's that area? Where it's like all prostitution on the streets and stuff like that. It starts with H. Hunts Point.
Hunts Point.
Point. So that's where
Hookers
her family lives, and so it's just like, don't leave the house when it's dark. So I'm like, damn, Puerto Rican people got it right. I didn't know no Puerto Rican people. Like,
other than her, yeah.
Right, and you, and now you have me picking you up on a corner somewhere instead of just coming to your house and park. But then I realized that it wasn't about, like, I saw your apartment. I was like, what the hell what was your feeling behind it? But I think it was, in my mind, after I got to know you and your family more, it was like you didn't feel you were living to the standard that you grew up in.
Yeah.
And so, but I'm looking at it like, well, I'm used to this kind of, like, what do you know?
But it wasn't,
I've been in places like this worse, like, it's not even bad.
Yeah.
Like, I've been places where it's like,
but it was also too, like,
you're at a studio. I mean, you're young, you're a teenager.
Yeah, I was a kid. I was a kid living on my own.
Feel like you were in your way ashamed of it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I remember when you finally let me in and made me a chicken dinner, I was like, really? Like, I could not understand until I met your family, and I'm like, oh, she's trying to live a standard that they've set for her.
Yeah.
Which is just, you have to live your own life, and eventually you learn to live your own life.
You learn to do that. Yeah.
But I'm thankful that you showed me that, because I had these preconceived ideas about Puerto Rican people, and for a moment there, it was reinforced.
Do you remember when you were having a barbecue and you're like, oh, come to a barbecue, it'll be great, whatever. I was like, perfect, I'll bring some watermelon, and you're like, what? And I'm like, what? And you're like, you're really gonna bring a watermelon? I'm like, what, you guys don't eat watermelon? You're like, why are you bringing a watermelon? And I'm like, because everybody likes watermelon, it's delicious. And you're like, you don't know this shit about black people with watermelon? I'm like, no. Wait a minute. Y'all don't like watermelon? And I'm like, hold on, y'all don't like watermelon? I was flabbergasted, like,
watermelon, but the idea that you would be, that's the thing you came up with, I was like, bitch, really?
I had no idea. I genuinely I'm like, wait, you don't like watermelon? I was flabbergasted, like, you're really not gonna like a watermelon? But you're like, and then when you told me about that, I was like, oh my god, I had no idea.
It's like weird because, and it's funny because but you say that there's so many societal norms that people don't get.
Yeah.
But and as the person is being offended or is fake offended,
yeah,
you have you're like, how you don't know? Like I remember like, bitch, everybody knows like what you trying to say. Like watermelon is nothing. If you would have said
I genuinely had no idea.
Some fried chicken, I don't really, bitch.
You know, leave the fried chicken, but leave.
Right. But it's like stuff like this.
Yeah.
If you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know.
But once you know, then you know you're not gonna do it. And that goes back to the whole thing with Megyn Kelly and all that crazy stuff back there. Like she worked at Fox News, she knew. Once you know better.
Yeah.
You know? So but anyway, anything else you're thankful for?
Yes. I am thankful that I've lost some weight and my pants fit a little looser.
Oh, sure.
You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna change tomorrow, boo.
Well, it ain't gonna change tomorrow.
You don't have no turkey?
I'm wearing sweatpants. Ain't nothing gonna be tight. Boo. I'm wearing my loose pants.
I'm about to gain 5 pounds tomorrow, okay? I got a plate I gave my aunt money for the plate to eat and the plate to go.
But honestly, for real, my weight has been a struggle for a long time and I lost a good amount and I'm feeling good. And I'm grateful for me. I'm grateful for
you.
I'm grateful for me.
Exactly. Holla.
Holla.
All right, I wanna go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna be yep, that's trending.
Oh yeah, we're transitioning. Yep, that's trending.
Oh god. We're a mess today.
Because it's Wednesday and not Thursday, Throwback Thursday, we're gonna talk about Wednesday wisdom, which is always trending every Wednesday. Rewind. Oh my god. You're not gonna step in and help a sister out, just say what I'm saying.
No.
Wednesday with #Wednesday wisdom. We're gonna talk about the advice that has been given that we're grateful and thankful for. And I'll let you begin.
Wednesday wisdoms. I'm gonna start.
Wisdoms? The hashtag is wisdom.
Wednesday
no
wisdom.
Yes. But you can add wisdoms if you have wisdoms you want to talk about. Your teeth, wisdoms, teeth. No, it's actually wisdom teeth.
Wisdom.
Because teeth is the plural.
The plural, correct. I am grateful for the English language. That's what the fuck I'm grateful for. That's a wisdom. For real, if you want to do yourself a favor in life, I know being articulate and communicating in a way that people actually understand what you're trying to say is not only invaluable to yourself, but to those around you.
Definitely.
Take a moment to stop.
Look and listen.
Last week's podcast. To stop, take out all the unnecessary words, and get to the meat and potatoes of what it is.
Tomatoes and tomatoes.
Tomatoes and tomatoes. Get into the meat and potatoes of what it is that you're trying to say. So say what you're going to say it, and then reiterate what you just said. Because
you say that to me?
No, you are
generally
a fucking communicator like I have never met in my life.
When I take the time to do it, like you're saying though.
But that's the thing.
Take a moment to say what you want to say.
But that's exactly it. The fact that you actually, the fact that you actually take a moment to honestly stop and communicate in the way that you do, I think it's invaluable.
So that's one of your Wednesday wisdoms?
Yes, fucking communicate. Shit.
One of the things for me is about, it's more so not words that were given to me, but it's about looking at how others. So basically treat others the way you want to be treated.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I'm a really big giver, and sometimes I wonder if I'm giving because I want to receive. But at the end, when I really give it some thought, it's more so that I want to be acknowledged. I don't need you to give to me, but I want you to acknowledge that I gave to you.
I'm going to argue with you on that. Only reason being is because I think for you, your acknowledgement comes in the form of gratitude. I just want you to be grateful that I put this together for you, whatever it is that you're giving. Because you don't need a parade either.
No, I just want to be
acknowledged with gratitude.
Like, for example, so there's been times where you go in a store and you just buy something for someone, like the next person, whoever comes. I do that a lot. I'll be like the drive-through at a restaurant. I'll ask the person to drive through. I'll say, how much is the person behind me? How much is their order? And they're like $5 or whatever. I'm like, okay, I got it. Now I don't need the person behind me to just track me down. Thank you. Yeah, no. I'm not doing it for that.
Yeah.
But maybe the person that's taking the order will do that same thing to somebody else.
Right.
And whenever they say, wow, really? And I say, yeah. And then that makes me feel good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like today I saw a vet. He held the door for me. He had a Vietnam veteran hat on. And I was running. You know how they hold it for a minute?
Yeah.
And I'm like running quick to get to the door. I was like, thank you so much. He's like, no problem. He's like, and thank you for your service. He's like, oh, thank you. And then when I got to pay for my coffee, my tea, I was like, can you get that older gentleman that's getting his coffee? I think he's got like a large coffee. I want to pay for his too. And he's like, sure, okay. And then he rang it up. I hope he did it, but I didn't want to stick around. I was like rushing out because I didn't want to be acknowledged. So there's things I don't want to be acknowledged. But when it comes to like family and friends, especially when you do it repeatedly, you want to be acknowledged for the thing, like your effort.
Yeah.
You know, so I always feel like you treat others the way you want to be treated. And my thing is like, I want to be, it's not that I want other people to give to me all the time, but I want that same energy behind it. Yeah. The same effort in terms of the compassion that comes
thoughtfulness.
through. Right.
Yeah.
Right. But, if you don't get it, you can't be mad either.
No, but then don't be mad when I stop either.
Right. But you got to focus on what you're doing, not what other people. That's the whole point of that quote. Yeah. Treat others the way you want to be treated. You is the catalyst of that whole thing.
You know what else I appreciate? I appreciate people that don't have a filter in terms of where you stand. Not that like sometimes people misconstrue your intention and who you are, right? Right. Because they have their own preconceived notions already, right? But when somebody's blanket like blunt with you seem fake. You're like, actually, no. I just prefer to X, Y, and Z rather than argue with everyone.
Right.
And, so I appreciate that because you're able to either adjust or just not completely care. So I appreciate that from people.
I do too. I would rather somebody be honest and open than beat around the bush and then you find out from the next person that they're talking shit about you.
I know.
So I think it's funny because like the Wednesday wisdom hashtag that's trending. Obviously, people put all kinds of things on there, and you look at Twitter, you're like, I wish I would have said that. Can you look in the because I can't look on my phone. See some of the things that people put that are trending, like some of the quotes or the things that people said for the Wednesday wisdom hashtag. I'm sure there's some funny things and some...
I don't have Twitter on here anymore, so I gotta log in, so excuse me.
You don't have Twitter on there anymore?
No.
Oh, look at you. So that's some Wednesday wisdom. I don't want to make you get back on there.
No, I'm just gonna log in.
You log in under Yep, Yeah, Yes. And then you can... Oh, that's new phone, right?
Who's this? New phone, who's this?
I gotta get the case out of the car. Do you like your case?
No, this is not a new phone. This is my old phone.
Oh, okay. I'm like, it's the same case. When are you getting a new?
I got it already.
Oh, you just haven't started? You haven't? Why not?
No, it's upstairs. It's charging because I was playing on it and then I don't have the battery.
I got it. I see what you're saying. Understood you. Understand me? Understand me? Oh, God.
I appreciate the stupid people that we've had in our life that have now created our own dialect.
They're now a hashtag. Hashtag understand me.
Understand me?
And we created our own. Like I always call you Porto.
Porto, yeah. And then like when your fly's open, you're Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes, yeah.
Oh, Bookmark. I gotta tell you some gossip, but we can't talk right now because they're doing it right now.
Doing it well. Do you find a Wednesday wisdom yet?
I'm looking for something that's good.
Just read the first thing you see.
Oh my god, it's stupid. Increasing your wisdom one Wednesday at a time.
Okay, that's stupid. That was dumb. We gotta leave these people with something before we sign off.
No, don't eat fucking romaine lettuce. Another reason you don't bacon. So another reason.
I was listening to the radio, like, you know, that's a campaign started by the iceberg people. They're like, all right, let's start that. Arugula out there, like, yeah. Arugula. The spinach people.
I don't know. I needed to dramatically laugh. You're like the arugula people. Really?
Is it arugula like a lettuce?
It is. It's a lettuce, but but the way arugula people.
You always make me feel self-conscious, and you laugh too hard at everything.
No, I don't laugh too hard. You're funny as hell.
I don't know. Do you find anything that, because we're sitting here wasting time. You know what? Wednesday wisdom I would like to impart.
Okay.
Thou shalt not kill.
That is really good. I've got one here. At 70 years old, if I could give my younger self one piece of advice, it would be to use the word fuck off much more frequently. By Helen Mirren.
What did I say to your daughter? And I was like, I realized that she's not an adult. Today, just today.
You were joking with her, and you're like, oh, can I borrow $1? And she went to give you $1, and you're like, no, save that. Just be like, bitch, who do you think you is? And she just looked at you.
I know.
She was like,
I was like, oh, sorry, I forgot. She's a kid. I've been cursing so much around them, I forget that they're like, I don't know. It's like part of my vocabulary, certain words. Even when I say it to my mom a lot, and you know what it is? My bosses, they curse all the time, so it's not helping. You know, you should have, like, fuck this, fuck that, you know? So you're, like, cursing all day with people that when I come around your kids, it's like, what up, bitch? You know? And she's, like, 7.
Well, what made it even better,
you know?
And what made it even better is the look that she gave you, I ain't about that shit.
That's what she's like, I ain't about that life, bitch. You know? She gave me that look, but, you know, it's just weird.
I've got a great Wednesday wisdom here. Not looking to force feed my views on anyone else, but here you go. Romaine lettuce made 32 people sick, and there's a warning that nobody should eat it. Guns killed 26 people in a synagogue, a nightclub, and a hospital, and they're going on sale the day after Thanksgiving.
Wow. That's some wisdom, something to think about. Posted Mike Lupica. I don't know if you're gonna be able to find because he posted it like a week or two ago. But he posted something similar to that. It was like 11 people died in a church, 10 people died, and you know, naming all the stuff that happened in the last like month or so. Such and such people died in the fire. Which one of them which one of these was caused by the Muslims? Or the immigrants? Or the Mexicans? Just want to know. Asking for a friend. Anyway, but at the end of the day, though, I will. Go ahead.
So, you remember field day? Like a proper field day when you were little?
Yeah, I loved
So, I had my very first field day in Puerto Rico. The teacher was trying to give advice to everybody. And I always think about her. I can't remember her name, though. I always think about her whenever I find myself paying too much attention to the next person. She's like, when you're running, right? Never look back because it's going to slow your body down because your body is instead of facing forward, it's tilted. So always look forward. And even if you see somebody at the side of you, never turn your head. Just keep going. Keep moving forward because you never know if your foot is slightly above theirs, right? Slightly more in front. So I always find myself, like I always carry that with me because, you know, you ever see somebody and you're like, hey, don't do that. And you're like, but they did it.
Right.
Worry about your damn self.
Yeah, focus.
Focus on you.
You need to
Focus
get ahead
on you.
looking back.
The reason I'm not talking to them because I know they're a waste of space.
Right.
Maybe I'm talking to you because I know you're not. So keep your head straight.
From Marissa Wisdom.
There you
That's from the Bible. I think it's from. Obviously it's been pared down, but like the Sodom and Gomorrah, she looked back and she died.
Yeah. Girl, thank you.
So yeah, it obviously as we
Right.
grow as a culture and we start to learn,
Not allowed to,
you know.
Bible thumping.
Yeah, but I mean, everything comes from the Bible when you think about it. You can pare it down to the
something.
minutia of today, and so.
Thank you for saying minutia.
Shut up, Marissa.
I like the way you talk. You talk nice.
You're so stupid.
You talk nice.
Anyway, I'm gonna leave the show with some Wednesday wisdom. Stay home if you have not left to leave town for Thanksgiving.
Correct.
It's not worth it. Just get yourself a frozen turkey pie, pot pie. Just stay at home. Binge watch some Netflix. Your Netflix is everybody gonna be Netflixing and chill tomorrow.
Netflix it
Get
and
yourself
chill
a
it.
glass of wine and have a good night. Be thankful for your family, your friends, whoever's in your
And
life.
thankful for the people that are not there.
And when if you guys are around the table and if you're around, if it's Thanksgiving, and I remember one year we were at my grandfather-in-law's, my step-grandfather's family's house.
Right.
And we were at his house, and it was all of us. It was all of us, and then we were sitting around the table. Everybody's going around saying what we're thankful for, and the one girl's like, "I'm just thankful for the turkey." And I was like, "On that, we'll eat."
Well, on that note,
so I'm thankful for the turkey. I'm thankful for the food I'm about to eat. I'm thankful for your friendship. I'm thankful for it all.
homie,
I'm enough. I know.
I love you.
I love you too. You didn't say I'm enough.
I just said it.
Oh, okay.
I love you, and you're enough. Yeah, all right then. See, you get Obamas, but when I say
That's
it,
right.
when I don't
That's
say
right.
it,
What you gonna do?
I ain't gonna do shit. I'm just gonna keep saying it.
Hey, Pico, the dog's in here with us. I'm thankful for you, Pikachu.
He's 13.
13.
He's a black and white Chihuahua. He's grumpy, and I love him.
He's outliving your marriage. Realize that? You've had him.
Longer than I've been
Man,
married.
I'm trying to think of like how you say that.
Mhm.
Not outliving your marriage.
I was like, wait, you know something?
I
You about to break some news to me?
Oh my God, shut up, Marissa. On that note, thank y'all for riding with. Where can they catch us?
Yep, yeah, yes, 18.
Via.
Instagram and Twitter.
And happy Thanksgiving, homie. Enjoy your family and friends.
Happy
Or
Thanksgiving.
friend, me. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.